In 1962, with the electrification of the Senohachi main line in Hiroshima, the electric train sets on the Takeda line faced the challenge of gradient sections. On the continuous gradient of Senohachi, the temperature of the motors and control equipment exceeded regulations, making solo operation impossible. The 153 series, designed for semi-express and express use, stopped at more stations than the 151 series and couldn't operate under overload conditions due to equipment heat capacity issues. The current limit was set to 120% overcurrent, and while the large reduction ratio provided strength on gradients, the continuous uphill of Senohachi still caused temperature rise issues. Trains, operated as 12-car formations with 6 motive cars, 6 M6T, including 2 buffet cars and 2 first-class cars, required assistance from helper locomotives similar to limited express trains. The 151 series had front cars with automatic couplers, allowing the EF61 to be coupled at the rear after removing the coupler cover and released while moving at Hachihamitsu. However, the 153 series express trains had front cars with close couplers like intermediate cars, making direct coupling with locomotives impossible. Before the dual couplers existed, a special car was prepared with an automatic coupler on one side and a close coupler on the other to solve this issue. To reduce costs, the pre-war second and third class combination car, Senohachi Ver.3, was converted. Despite being nearly 30 years old, the locomotive retained its brown color for helper service, while Senohachi Ver.3 was repainted in Shonan colors and transformed into the newly designated Oya 35. Like the Tsubame, the helper locomotive and Oya 35 were already coupled at Hiroshima Station and departed with the 12-car 153 series to tackle Senohachi. Even in an era when long formations were the norm, this train must have been particularly eye-catching. Sometimes, even an EF60 of the 500 series with limited express train colors was coupled as the helper, adding variety to the formation with the double-roof control car. Oya 35 and Kuha 153 were connected by close couplers, preventing decoupling while in motion. Therefore, the formation remained unchanged beyond Senohachi, where the continuous uphill gradient ended, and decoupling was performed when the train stopped at Seijo. For express trains, certain flexibility in formation allowed for independent climbing, with 8 M4T or 6 M4T configurations. However, the strong demand for rail transport at the time meant that even express trains incorporated 2 first-class cars and 2 buffet cars, delaying any formation changes for a long period. With the introduction of the 165 series, which had improved output, helper locomotives were no longer necessary, and the 153 series formations were shortened to 6 M4T, eliminating the need for helper couplings on EMUs. Unlike modern high-performance trains, the era of Japan National Railways had many underpowered vehicles, and various dramas unfolded in mountain passes across the country with new models replacing steam locomotives.